welcome back to Crochet at My House. Today we're doing a book video, starting off with current reads. So I am still currently reading Duncan Wood. And you can see I've gotten this far, which is 306 pages in. So getting there, it's interesting. And that is by William Horwood. Next I have a new book that I've started, which I was really excited for way back when I showed it when I got it. So this is Maggie Fury, The Eye of Eternity, which is book 3, the final book in the Shadow League series. And I'm just going to say I like this cover. I think that's pretty cool. And it wraps around the book.
It is pretty cool.
I'm only 2 chapters in, I think. Yes, I'm 2 chapters in and I've started chapter 3. So I'm 38 pages in. Quite good. And just like all of the other ones in the Shadow League series, it jumps straight back to exactly where you were when you go on to the next book.
Yeah.
No time has passed. Next I have another one that is a continuing read. I'm still working on it. I am now at the start of chapter 4 of The Farthest Shore.
All 3 of them were massive.
So, enjoying this. There's where my bookmark is. So that's like a third of the whole thing, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
But I would highly recommend that. And then lastly, I have the Oxford Book of Story Poems. And I'm just this far in, which isn't very far. All of the poems have artwork to go with them. It's quite good. It's a nice evening thing. You want a quick little something without reading a whole book. So, enjoying that.
And I'm reading Kiki's Delivery Service, which this one doesn't have page numbers.
You mean chapters?
Chapters.
It has page numbers. The page numbers down there.
Doesn't have chapter numbers. It has quotes at the top.
And how many pages in are you?
88 pages.
That's quite decent.
And I think I'm 3 chapters in.
So you're enjoying that one?
Mm-hmm.
I'm enjoying listening to that one. Who's that by?
Echo Cadorno.
Cool. Moving on, we thought we'd show some books we've finished.
Charlotte has that small pile.
This is my pile of big books. This is Cecile's pile, which is just turfed to the floor. That shows how many are in said pile. Well, she picks those up. I'll tell you about these books. So, starting off with this one, this is The Amazing Maurice and His Educated Rodents by Terry Pratchett. So this is within the Discworld. And I really enjoyed it. It was amusing and a really interesting dynamic between some of the characters. I did watch the film afterwards. I'm going to say I prefer the book in some ways. The film is nice. If you don't know the book, it's a great film. But the book is like on a whole other league and has so much more going on in it. So I would highly recommend it if you want to know more of the story. And if you just like the Discworld and you want a easy read from the series.
Yeah.
And there's the back.
I finally picked all of the books out.
Next I have Comet in Moominland, which happens to be the first Moomin book. Having read some of the other books before, it's a little odd coming to this one because they're all meeting each other for the first time in this book, but I still enjoyed it. And I do really like the illustrations in here. And of course this is by Tove Jansson. And lastly, I have book 2 in the Starfell series, which is Willow Moss and the Forgotten Tale, which I just finished the other day. Really like this book. This is a really interesting part of the story. And yes, those books in that picture are outside, but they don't get wet by anything.
Interesting.
So, really good story. Here's the back if you want a quick read of that. And this is by Dominique Valentine.
First lot of books is the Naruto series. I finished the ones that I have of it, which the last one that I have...
Is it the other end?
Yeah. Which starts at season 3 in the DVD seasons. I quite liked reading them.
So how many is that?
Um,
Like what number did you end on?
24.
Huh.
And I've also been reading The Full Metal Alchemist, which I've really been liking this series. I don't know where the books come to on the seasons.
You mean
The DVDs.
You mean the anime?
Yeah.
I don't know either.
I was sad that I finished the last one that I have. It ended on such a cliffhanger.
And here is that one by?
By Hiromu Arakawa. I'm sorry.
Hiromu Arakawa.
I'm sorry if I'm butchering that name.
You were, that's why I said it for you.
I forgot to say what Naruto one was by. Masashi Kishimoto. I think that's how you pronounce that.
Masashi Kishimoto.
Yeah. And the last book, which is the only one I have of Demon Slayer, which I quite like it.
Which is book 1.
And
who's that by?
Koyoharu Gotog. I think that's how you say it.
Moving on, we thought we would show the finished books of our flat collection, starting off with this one, which I did show in the last book video. I hadn't read it that time. This is Meet a Dog called Doreen, based on the Central Independent television series, which we haven't looked up yet. It was quite funny though. Now, if you want a good giggle with a dog, this would be that. Next, I have Troll 2, 3, 4. This was quite good as well. I don't know if I'll reread it, but it was a good, quick evening read.
Yeah. I've got the wee seal, which was a fun one. I do think I'll read this one again.
Did I mention this one? This one's Steve Smallman and Jamie Tim Eric. They did this one.
The one that did this was Janice McKee and Gabby Gaunt.
That doesn't say Gaunt.
Grant.
There's a big difference between those two words.
Yes.
I read this. This is the Underneath the Underground. It is really good. It's technically 3 short stories through this book. Really liked the illustrations. So it goes back and forth between colour and black and white, which is quite fun. Highly recommend this if you haven't read it.
My next one is The Fish Who Could Wish, written by John Bush. The art style is quite nice.
Next I have this one. This is Mustard Custard Grumble Belly and Gravy by Michael Rosen and Quentin Blake. It's quite a funny read. And this particular copy does have an audio. So that's quite neat.
Next I've got Wacky Wednesday by Dr. Zeus. It was definitely wacky. You had to spot the different wacky things.
And I have the not so scary Snorkel, which was kind of funny. This is by Paul Bright. And Jane Chapman.
Next I've got 10 Minutes to Bed, Little Dinosaurs Big Race by Raymond Fielding and Chris Chatterton.
Cool.
I quite like the art style they do.
And I have Simpkin by Quentin Blake. It was quite funny. And I also have Circumference and the First Round Table. So it's kind of about the round table and Arthur, but it's also about shapes and fractions of those shapes to try and make it work. And his wife helps with some of it, which is Lady Diameter. And their son Radius also helped. It is quite funny.
My last one is The Secret of Black Rock by Joe Todd Stanton. Which the art style on this
It's very cute. I like the art style of that one.
Yeah. The story is really fun. And there's even a page that has you flipping it this way.
Oh, and this is by Cindy Nusha Lander. I forgot to mention that. And I have Wolfman, who's on the Loose, by Michael Rosen and Chris Mould. I think I just showed a bit by Michael Rosen, didn't I?
Possibly.
And then lastly I have Emily by Michael Bedard. And the pictures are by Barbara Cooney. It's a really interesting read. Moving on, I thought we would finish off with some new books. I'm starting off with this one. The dust cover is a little bit ripped.
A little.
But the book is actually in pretty good condition. Underneath here, as you can see, the book is pretty much fine. It's just the dust cover is a little bit
Questionable.
ripped to pieces. So this is Here and There Stories. Rhoda Powers. And I think it looks really interesting. There's apparently some Christmassy stories in here. Tales. Looking forward to this one.
I've got Rules for a Night by Ethan Hawke. There is pictures. They're quite nice.
Next I have this one, which we got really recently out of a little kind of free library situation. This is Kidnap on the California Comet, and it's by M.G. Leonard and Sam Sedgman. Looks fun. Also doesn't really look like it's been read much.
I've got The Boy with the Bronze Axe by Kathleen Fiddler. And it doesn't look... Oh, there's one. Very sparse.
Next I have The Railway Rabbits. This one is Bracken Finds a Secret Tunnel by
Georgie
Adams. I'm guessing that's what it is. It's a little mucky, as you can tell. I don't know what happened to this book. It's like it got ink or something on it, but it's fine. I don't mind. It does have illustrations, and I am looking forward to giving it a read.
Next, I've got The Railway Cat by Thelius Arkley.
Cool.
The pictures are quite nice.
And the last big book I have is this one, which is Black Butler by Yana Torboso. And this is book 4. Just the back. Haven't really gotten any mangas in a while.
Next, I've got The Infernal Differences.
That doesn't say differences. That's a V sound. Nope. How do you say that?
Ice. Ices. Devices.
There you go.
Thanks. Clockwork Angel.
Huh?
By Cassandra Clare. Don't know why I was struggling so hard on that one.
I don't know.
There is a coloured space at the front.
Interesting.
I mean, you get into the normal look for them. It is the wrong way around for a manga though.
Well, it's also been written by somebody who doesn't have a Japanese name.
Yes.
So that makes it different too.
Yeah.
Now on to some flat books, starting off with A Story of a Storm by Mike Manning. It appears to be about a horse. Here's the back. Then I have The Mousie's Wedding, retold by Ari Makinon. Moving on to our new flat books, starting off with The Mousie's Wedding, retold by Ari Makinon, apparently. Then I have Story of a Storm by Mike Manning. It appears to be about a horse. Do apologise about the glare. It does have an old library cover on it. Not a current library book, but it does have that on it. Next I have a Tales from Fern Hollow book, which is The Floating Restaurant by John Patience. This looks fun.
I've got some Mr. Men books by Roger Hargreaves, Mr. Brave, Mr. Dizzy, and Mr. Nobody, which will be interesting to read. This one starts to get his colour back.
Next I have Franklin's New Friend by Olette Orgis and Brenda Clark. And lastly I have this book. I forgot this was on here. Can't see what I'm trying to read.
I always put the stickers in the most inconvenient spaces.
Yeah. Here, let's put the sticker over the title. Or, here, let's put the sticker over the back so you can't read the summary.
Yeah.
Put it over the illustration or something. So this is Will Be Secrets by Edo Wicknell and Mark Jackson. This looks really fun.
And I've got two more Mr. Men books, Mr. Jelly and His Small Friend, and Mr. Tall and the Big Surprise, which will be fun to read.
We hope you enjoyed today's book video. If you have read any of these books before, feel welcome to talk about them down below. Remember and like, subscribe and ring the bell for notifications every time we put up a video.